In Pit Lane, the Summer Series, proudly brought to you by the All Seasons Eco Resort, Phillip Island. The Australian V8 Supercar Championship kicks off this weekend at the little-known Australian territory of Abu Dhabi, somewhere northwest of Darwin. Teams and drivers recently got in 2 days of testing, with the action kicking off at Winton, just north of the quaint Italian seaside fishing village of Benalla. 2010 has seen quite a few changes in the driver department, with Jason Bright joining the Blue Oval Exodus and heading to Brad Jones Racing to get behind the wheel of a Commodore. Team BOC driver Jason Richards delighted with his new teammate.
The expansion of 3 cars gives us a strong engineering base. As you say, Jason Bright's going to come with a lot of good information he's learned over the years with his engineer Phil Keed. So, I think we've really got most of the boxes ticked, what we need to do to win races.
Richards, however, has no intention of playing second fiddle to Bright, and he's looking for better results for 2010.
It's no doubt I want to win races and be a top 5 performer in the championship. So that's basically where it's at for us this year.
Gary Rogers Motorsport have grabbed Bright's former sponsor Fujitsu, and driver Lee Holdsworth can't wait to get the party started at the new Yas Marina circuit.
Yeah, going to Abu Dhabi, that's very exciting, going to a new track. It's always, we love going to new tracks, especially Michael and I, because everyone starts, on the same sort of, same level. We haven't been there before, no one's got any information, and we can really all just have an even crack at it. And with Fujitsu coming on board and Valvoline coming, still being there with us, it just can't get any better for us at the moment. So hopefully we can, just show them what the team can do and really bring home those results that we deserve.
Holdsworth has steadily progressed up the ranks of V8 Supercar drivers, but for 2010 he well understands the need for more consistency.
I just think we need a more consistent year. We've certainly got the speed for qualifying that we started gaining towards the end of last year, and if we can keep that on board, one of the hardest things in this category is to qualify well, and we seem to be getting that down pat, so now we just need to put together some results.
The chance to test at Winton was a chance to knock off the cobwebs after the Christmas layoff, and Rick Kelly, for one, was rapt to be back behind the wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, working on the cars and stickering them and doing bits and pieces at work, it's tough to see one of these 600 horsepower cars in the garage for 2 months and not being able to use it. So it's good to jump in and have a spin. 2 months is a long time to not make any changes or to remember what worked last year. But we've got great consistency. The car feels just as it did at the end of last year, so we're quite excited.
With the opening round at Abu Dhabi, Ford driver Mark Winterbottom is one of the few to have actually seen the track, following a promotional visit to whip up the locals into a V8 Supercar frenzy. Good luck. He's hoping the brief visit might give him a slight edge over his rivals.
It was good, we got to have a drive around and see the track, and it probably won't help a lot, but at least, we've seen it, we've felt it, we know these little, the ripple strips, we know the off-camber corners, we know these little things that other drivers won't have, and a few have asked. We might have told them a bit of porcupines on some of the corners, so we'll see how we go. I'm pretty excited about the first couple of months because it is exciting. There's first under lights in the Middle East, so it's going to be exciting.
At the end of a hard, hot day, it was the new Kelly Racing signing, Jason Bargwanna, who set the fastest time, just ahead of teammate Rick Kelly. Mark Winterbottom was the quickest of the Fords in 3rd place. Tuesday, and the action moved to Queensland Raceway in Ipswich. Benalla one day, Ipswich the next. Oh, for the glamorous life of the V8 Supercar circus. Paul Morris Racing pulled the wraps off their new car, which this year will come from 888's workshops.
Paul Morris Motorsport have taken a bit of a plunge and made a change for themselves, going away from building their own cars and having 888 chassis for this year is a big deal. So, not too many excuses. We have to get our act together and we have to, perform. There's no doubt about it.
It'll be a late season start for Greg Murphy, who'll miss Abu Dhabi due to his live on-stage commitments, playing the part of Nanki Poo in the Waikato Light Operatic Society's production of the Mikado.
We're gonna fall a little bit behind, obviously missing that first round at Abu Dhabi, but you know, full steam ahead for Bahrain, and you know, we've got a few points to catch up on by that stage, but you know, I'm confident we can make a good challenge.
Murphy's teammate will once again be Russell Ingall, the enforcer clear about what it takes to come out on top at the long season's end.
You have to have everything right to win championships in V8 Supercars nowadays. You've got to have a good crew, a good car, a good team overall, and I think we've got all three of those things, you know, and I'm sure we have. If we can come out of Abu Dhabi and Bahrain with a good result, we know we're going to be fast in Adelaide, so you know, we've got a game plan in our heads what we want to do. Whether it works out that way remains to be seen.
The move to open the series with 2 international races has angered some fans and bewildered sponsors, especially those alcohol companies whose logos are banned in the Middle East. But for the drivers, it's a great opportunity to race on some of the world's newest and most advanced racetracks.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fantastic. I love the flyaway races, and with the facilities that we're going to at Abu Dhabi, it's going to be an amazing event, and you know, we've even got a tunnel in the pit lane, so it's going to be great. We've managed to win at all the new events so far, so it's fingers crossed that we can carry that tradition into this year. So if we can come you know, home from the flyaway events with a couple of wins and a couple of good podiums, you know, you're going to be looking really good for the championship.
Of course, the big talking point at Queensland was the debut of reigning champions 888 Racing for Holden. Despite the many similarities between the cars, Jamie Whincup said there were plenty of differences as well for the team to deal with.
Today's proving that it's not the same car, so the challenge in trying to make it competitive is one that's probably keeping us going at the moment. It's probably one that's going to make us strong. If we're here doing the same thing as last year, there wouldn't be anywhere near the morale within the team to. It's a new challenge. It's exciting. We're not at the end of the road yet. We've still got a lot of work to do, but fingers crossed we're on the track.
The change to Holden from Ford has meant plenty of work for the team and very little chance for Christmas, New Year holidays.
Really, for us over Christmas, we've been obviously working pretty strong and furiously to get the cars to build. Spec, which we're having. You see behind us, obviously the car is up and running, and you know, touch wood that everything at the moment is running very smoothly. The car mechanically is good. The aerodynamics is probably the biggest thing we've got to get our head around, but everything we're doing to the car responding very similar to last year's car. So for us, that's a positive, knowing that obviously going to Abu Dhabi and Bahrain in basically a week's time.
Fastest time of the day at Ipswich went to the Falcon of Shane van Gisbergen, just ahead of James Courtney in the Dick Johnson Racing Falcon. Ingall was the fastest Commodore in third. It was a busy week for the V8 Brigade as Wednesday night saw them in Sydney for the 2010 V8 Series launch. The highlight was the debut of the category's new television commercial featuring US recording star Pink.
I wanted you all to see my new V8 commercial, which I'm really, 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 really excited about.
The $1 million, yes, you heard me, $1 million production successfully manages to promote the V8 Supercar races without actually having the need to show any real V8 Supercars. It's all part of the plan, according to V8 Supercar Supremo and colourful Broadway impresario Tony Cochran.
It's part of our new 5-year business plan. This concept of rock and race clearly works. It's energised a brand new fan base, increasing fan base for us, which is very important for our teams, our sponsors, and everybody in the championship. You know, Pink loves V8 Supercars, so it's a fantastic synergy because it brings the energy and the entertainment of her world together with the energy and the excitement of racing, and so it's a perfect fit, really.
The opening round of the series will be held this weekend at Abu Dhabi, but if you're hanging out for live coverage, bad news, you're not going to get it. There'll be a delayed coverage on the 7 network sometime over the weekend. Now that's a great way to get the party started. Anybody for a game of Monopoly? Can we play Monopoly in the Middle East? No, ask someone, mate. No, ask someone. No, I don't feel like being beheaded this early in the season. After Bathurst is fine. Thanks. Looking for a home base for all the action at the track or a great holiday with the family? Your answer is the all-seasons Phillip Island Eco Resort. Check out the well-appointed studio spa units and 2- and 3-bedroom villas. Conveniently located in the centre of Phillip Island, only 3 kilometres from the famous Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit, the Eco Resort is a great place for team launches, conferences, weddings and corporate retreats. The all-seasons Phillip Island Eco Resort. Proud supporters of local motorsport and in pit lane.